Hello everyone, my name is Toto. Welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age 2 here with our new friend Tallis. And we are trying to find a key, I think.
That the champion of Kirkwall?
Yes, hi.
Is that who he is? I've been hoping to meet him.
Hello.
I wonder if he will indulge us with the tale of his battle with the Kunari.
I'm so tired of hearing about Kunari. They are all anyone wants to talk of now.
Cool. Anyways.
Breath. How has the Delance girl managed to drop another crystal glass?
That doesn't look like a real gold sovereign.
Find some caprice corns and throw them in the wishing well. Okay. Is this the wishing well? Or is there an actual well?
You collect them from everyone you know, then cast them in the fountain and make a wish. It's an Orlesian high society game.
From the looks of this crowd, I guess nobody is in a wishing sort of mood.
Okay. So where do we go to find this key? It's inside the chateau there. That seems to be the only other way, only other place we can go. Hello, Gabriel.
You did well, Sirrah. Perhaps there is a hunter in you after all.
Thanks for the tip about the antidote. Hey, Bronze here.
Champion, what a surprise. Seneschal, dear, introduce me to your delicious friend. Serendipity, this is Sirrah Hawk.
Awkward. So, can we talk about something else now?
The canapes are interesting, aren't they? And everyone here is so, upper class.
What an astute observation.
We should get moving. Lots of people to greet. It was a pleasure meeting everyone.
Don't be a stranger.
Okay, that was awkward. Hey, Liliana's here.
Sister Nightingale?
Champion, it is good to see you again under less dire circumstances. Tallis?
Liliana, it's so lovely to see you again.
You look stunning this evening. Your hair is darling. Did you do it yourself?
I get the distinct impression you've met before.
Oh, briefly. A long time ago.
You meet all sorts of people in Orle. It keeps life exciting.
Well, I'm glad you two had this chance to chat.
Yes, it was very fortuitous. We shouldn't take up more of your time, Liliana. I'm sure you have things that need attention. Right now.
Okay.
Mother used to love these coins. She never got to bring hers to the fountain.
Why not?
You don't get invited to fancy Orlesian parties when you marry an apostate.
Champion, it's good to see you again. I'm sure you don't remember me. We met when King Alistair made his trip to Kirkwall. I'm Banquits.
You think I often intervene between Meredith and foreign heads of state? Wait. Actually, yes, that's pretty normal for me.
You remind me a great deal of someone I once knew.
Who is this man, Tigan?
I beg your pardon. Isolde, this is the champion of Kirkwall. Hawk, allow me to present our lesser Isolde.
Tigan, I must speak with you right now about the horrible thing Dulcie de Lancey said.
Of course. Please, excuse me, Messer Hawk. A pleasure to meet you. If you speak to Ban Perrin, I don't advise you to bring up the Chantry, or knickers.
Can I help you?
I've been stung by a bee. I think it's swelling. Maker, am I dying?
What the fuck?
The swelling is almost as big as your head. Don't just stand there, man. Do something before it's too late.
If I die, make sure the world knows I died at Chateau Haine.
There's no need for such drama. Come with me. I will see what I can do.
Leave him to me. A few moments alone, and I can get us the key to the chateau.
My,
What a big sword you have. Do they give those to all the chevaliers? So impressive.
Lovely party. Well?
He doesn't have it.
What?
He forgot he'd given the key to one of the servants. What kind of guard forgets that he's locked himself out of the castle?
We'll go out there and mingle until we find a way in. Or get so full of caviar and wine we fall asleep.
Right. Nothing to worry about. This can still work. So let's find the servant. How many could there be?
One for every cheese tray?
I'm trying to stay positive, you know.
Nothing in here? Okay. Do you actually have dialogue for us?
Well, let's find this servant. How hard could it be?
Champion, I cannot thank you enough for your kindness to my poor Emile. I may have to enlist your services in finding him again. You were so good at it before. When he was in the circle, he wrote to me every day. Now I get nothing, not a word.
What kind of apostate on the run doesn't write his mother? Do you think he's become an abomination?
An abomination? Oh, my poor baby! Oh, the scandal! What would people think? I cannot bear to think of this any longer. Good day, messer.
This lady.
My. I never thought you'd actually attend, champion.
Isn't it the potion seller in Lowtown? How is she here?
I was hoping it would be a shock. Part of my plan to become the most talked-about noble in Thedas.
If I'm any judge, your scheme will succeed. What do you think of the party so far?
Recommendations for people I should chat up?
The gentleman over there is Banquits of Ferelden, younger brother of the Earl of Redcliffe. And of course, there's Lord Cyril, Duke Prosper's son.
Who are the worst in the crowd?
Do you see the two young ladies over there? That's Babette and Fifi de Lancey, daughters of the Comte de Lancey. Don't make eye contact. You'll thank me later.
I get the feeling that everyone here is a moment away from tearing each other apart.
Don't get between the Comtesse de Lancey and the wine, or we will certainly see bloodshed.
We should probably go mingle a bit more.
Sorry, Elegant. Places to go, canapes to eat. You know how it is.
My dear Hawk, do make yourself...
Stand back.
Kahir must like you, my dear Hawk. He's not usually so polite.
Another guard?
Is something the matter?
My friend here has had a bit too much wine. She needs to sit down inside before she gets sick on a duchess.
Oh, I can hear the ocean in my head. Tide goes in, tide go... Ow.
That's never a good sign.
My apologies, but I couldn't let you in, even if I wished to.
Where was the other servant? Over here? Yes.
Can I interest you in some Antivan olives? Or I have some smoked ham from the Anderfels. They say it tastes of despair.
Wait, does it really? How can ham taste like despair? Why would anyone eat it if it did?
That's what the importer said. They all talk like that. This wine has notes of oak and springtime. This cheese tastes of sorrow.
Who needs more despair in their diet? What's that good for?
I've heard that artists are fond of it.
I don't suppose we could have a peek at the kitchens. I'd love to see this hopeless dish in all its glory.
I don't know. I shouldn't leave my post.
What a scandalous reprieve from olive duty. Think of what the other servants will say.
The upstairs maids will be so jealous when they find out. Very well. Follow me.
I know, right? They treat you like part of the furniture. I'm surprised they don't sit on it.
Avoid the cheese plate. Terrible. Have you got the key?
I'm usually better at this. She didn't have the key either. This isn't supposed to be so complicated.
Maybe we could steal dessert spoons and start tunneling under the wall.
That's not terrible. Hang on to that idea. The servant says she gave it to the Duke's son, Lord Cyril. Let's find him and hope he didn't pass it on to his father. So, Lord Cyril.
Oh, you. You weren't available before.
Excellent. Join us, champion. We were just discussing your famous confrontation with the Kunari leader.
You must tell us the tale. It was the talk of Denerim for months.
You have never been to Chateau N, yes? Please, allow me to give you this caprice. It's an old custom. My mother spoke often of Leandra. They were great friends when they were young. It's a shame neither could be here.
Where are your knickers this time, Perrin?
Shut up, you painted shrew!
What entertaining manners our guests have. Don't you agree, Hawk?
My friend here has been dying to speak with you privately. She's talked of nothing else.
For you, Hawk, of course.
But, yes, the Regency wallpaper is quite lovely. I agree. I wouldn't say, forget it.
That wyvern blood has some kick, doesn't it?
This is officially my worst night ever.
Not Lord Cyril's type.
Maybe he just doesn't like elves, or women. In either case, you're the answer. He has the key, go get it. What? It's your turn, Hawk. Go on.
Seems like I could save time and just assume a plan will fall apart from the start.
It hasn't fallen apart. It's just, not entirely cooperating with reality. Go try something. So good luck with that.
Tell the elf that her pleas are for nothing. She's pretty enough, I suppose. No doubt there are some men who would like that sort of thing.
You just punch him out.
I don't know what to say.
I've never had a vindictive temper, monsieur. Fetch me a glass of wine, and we will say all is forgiven.
Well, did you get the key?
No. Somehow I'm getting him a drink.
Oh, that's perfect. I've got a drug we can slip in his wine. He'll sleep like a baby. We can search him for the key.
I was really
I
hoping
want
you'd
to
say
know
that.
Why you're carrying around a sedative? I probably don't.
There. Give that wine to Lord Cyril and just try to act casual.
Your wine, Lord Cyril. Words can't express how sorry I am for the hardships you've endured at the hands of my friend.
By nature, I am very forgiving. We will let bygones be bygones. Andraste, the wine has gone straight to my head. I feel...
You have it! Tell me you have it.
Was there ever any doubt?
Good, then we can find the jewel and get this over with.
You don't sound that excited.
It's simply been a long time coming. That's all.
This jewel is that important to you?
Yes, I suppose it is. I want this part of my life finished.
So soon? I heard they were just about to bring out the candied nug. I want to see that.
Let me ruin it for you. It tastes like forgotten aspirations.
You have crushed all my hopes and dreams.
Let's find that door and get inside.
Tallis is such a lovely character. I'm glad they added her. I'm just gonna leave that guy to his nap time, and no one's looking.
Done.
Where are Aveline and Anders? We're supposed to be looking for another way in, but I don't think... Were we supposed to meet up with them?
What in the name?
There's no need for you to die today, friend. Just move on. You never saw us.
Oh, no hesitation. Where were you holding that?
You could have walked away.
Is something wrong?
I didn't want to kill him.
I've seen you kill several men.
There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. Enough. We're here for the heart. I'd like to do this quietly, alert as few guards as possible. What do you think?
Don't relish the thought of 24 guards chasing me round the chateau. Quiet's the way to go.
I'm glad you agree. Let's go. This part of the chateau will be crawling with guards. We'll have to try our best to keep out of sight. Or we could try to create distractions, provided you're good at throwing stones.
And if all else fails, we'll give them a sharp knock on the head.
Right, of course. Just try not to do it all the time. All right, I'm ready when you are. Quickly, over here.
I'm not a rogue. Distract guards' attention to a spectator. Use it. No, guards use side of the room. Okay. Oh, I got a stone throw. I need him to go where? Over there?
I must be hearing things.
Don't you wish you could have been invited to the Duke's party? Oh, everything is so splendid here, and so are Legion. The decorations, the company, the food. And just thinking about the wine sends me into a giddy fit. The Duke spares no expense, truly. I hear he has it brought from Valshevin, just for these parties. He has whole crews of thick, simple-minded Fereldans to carry it. What's with the Fereldans? Why the Fereldan hate? What? Simple-minded Fereldans to carry his barrels of wine up to the mountain, and they're too stupid to know that what they carry is worth more than what they earn in a year. It's so funny, Fifi and I actually saw the laborers. One rolled down to the mountain and crashed to the bottom. It was such a shame. I almost died seeing all that gorgeous red sleeping into the ground. Or maybe that was from the labor. Ah, well, whatever. A letter written by Babette de Lassant to her brother Emile. Oh, I know I didn't like the family. So we do have a form of stealth mechanic here. Is he gonna come back, or is he too distracted to... Sure. Where are shadows? Shadows.
Did you hear about the Duke's meeting with the Empress?
I never listen to court gossip. That'll get you killed, my friend.
Simple enough, I guess. Jesus, hi. Incapacitate guards, or incapacitate knocks out guards, allowing you to search the body, use it now to see if the guard has a key for the door. Oh, I got another ability, okay. I have key. Wait, what's in this room, though?
Can't speak now. I have too much to do preparing the banquet and Leopold's dinner. You don't want to see her with and go hungry. If you need something, ask one of the servants. Well, why are you still bothering me?
There's a problem in the courtyard. Something about a poisoned comtesse. The servants were looking for you.
A maker's breath. What have those useless elves done now? I suppose I'd better deal with this.
Nodded off, I suppose. Hit the floor hard enough.
Why am I involved in the chef again? Interesting entry into the Christian journal that might help with contaminating Leopold's food. Tried new seasoning for the crepes this morning. A bunch of lutefisk, a few slices of old cheese, and a lot of navets. Gave the Duke the runs all day. Note to self: not so much navet next time. Wait, whoa, okay, well, hold on. Few sides of little cheese, a lot of navigate. Bunch of loot fisk. Is there a ratio I'm supposed to do here?
What's the matter?
I don't want to talk about it. Let's simply find the jewel and be done with this.
How much is a bunch? This is like trying to follow, like, I don't know if anyone's ever seen like Great Depression era cookbooks with very vague units of measurement, because, you know, cups weren't always the same size and it was always like ratio based, but you didn't exactly know how much a portion was because they didn't actually use, you know, parts. It's like, you know, cup and pinch and I don't know. How much is a pinch versus a dash? Oh, there we go. And I guess we throw it onto Leopold's food.
Leopold's going to be an unhappy wyvern after that.
I can only assume that's going to, like, incapacitate the wyvern if we have to fight it later.
That should do it.
Why are we yelling, Lollan?
Be careful.
Jeez, okay. Is there someone there? Oh, there is someone there. Shit.
No harm done.
There we go. I, for some reason, didn't see him standing there.
What does Babette want now?
Her tea was too cold.
Oh, of course. It's either too hot or too cold.
Or her bed's either too soft or too lumpy.
Nothing is ever just right with her. What a bitch.
Quickly, over here.
It's no copper marigold, but I think Aveline would want to see this.
I'm not gonna let her live down the copper marigolds thing. Is this where we're supposed to go?
You didn't try the cheese, did you?
Are you joking? It tastes of despair. I'm not a madman.
I mean, fair?
I can't do that.
Okay, no lock for that. You know, it does sound like a horrible idea, but I am very curious as to what despair tastes like in cheese form. Why do I have to do all the running around and sneaking if you can just teleport through places? Is there a guard uprising happening, or did I misinterpret that? Like, are they planning to go to war, or are they being ready for war? Like, in case it gets attacked.
Done. You dropped the pie.
I'm sorry, monsieur. It's all squashed and one of the hounds took a bite of it.
It's really not that bad. Just put it back on the plate and cover it up with some gravy.
Quickly, over here.
It was with no small fear that Duke Prosper de Montfort offered a home to the exiled Esme de Jolie's considerable library of social graces, including the ever-growing volumes of courtly prominence, so carefully logged by the dedicated scholars of Her Majesty's intimate circle. It was an act of charity to a former enemy that, while earning a considerable influence, was no small expense of delivery. De Montfort downplayed these elements with customary charm, insisting that he accepted this burden with the increased status firmly second among his consideration. It is an honor to be honored when the literary lineage is the true benefactor. De Jolie can rest well knowing that I hold his treasured tomes where none shall harm or read them. If he is allowed to encroach upon our Legion territory at some distant time, perhaps he can petition to visit them. Library distinction notes on dispensing of the holdings of the disgraced Esme de Jolie, collected and edited by Des Lolland in service of Duke Prosper de Montfort. Lady Amandine, what are these names? Lady Amandine Duval arrived at the court of the Emperor Corentin, aged only 15, and by all accounts took it by storm. Her bright gold hair, expressive eyes, and graceful mannerisms endeared her to all. The Emperor's sister, Lady Charlotte, wrote, Little Amandine is a true delight. Such sparkling wit and those dainty feet flitting across the ballroom, she is spring come upon our tired court. This adoration did not last long, however. Not a year after her arrival, little Amandine became enchanted with the bard who taught her swordplay, amongst other things. Being young and nimble, Amandine took to the blades like fish to water. Seduced by the life of romance and high adventure, she ran away from court dressed as a boy. In the years that followed, Amandine became a sailor, a highway robber, and a courtesan. Once she betrothed to the Emperor's cousin. At the age of 44, Amandine entered into a cloister. She remained there until the end of her life and died a pension. I mean, I like the world building that's happening, but should I be recognizing any of those names? The Orlesians have a saying, you must dance with the Dowager if you wish to play the game. To a foreigner, this might sound like some kind of proverb. In fact, Dowager Lady Mancelin had been one of the most influential members of Imperial Court for over 30 years, and nobody advances the game without her favor. The rumors surrounding her are many. She was Emperor Florin's mistress, she was Floraine's assassin, she placed Emperor Celine on the throne, she once killed a rival with only harsh words. She rules Orlais from the shadows. One thing is certain, however. If you must have the best society in Orlais, ask a dance of the Dowager. An image in oil of the last pure Andefel stabled at court before the practice of Mount Sword fell from favor. This is an absolutely iconic and typical example of the artist. The work preserves the true majesty of a species that, while abundance on their natural plains, becomes exotic to people who eschew mounted travel in their daily existence. An ambitious work often referred to as Pride and Rider. It is a part of a series of similarly themed canvases which, for reasons known only to the creator, were labeled and went to Griffin. And went the Griffin. Is that like the way of the dodo? Because griffins are extinct now?
Here, let's move.
Oh, there you are.
I must be hearing things.
Oh, look, there's more of you.
my head.
Oops.
What was that about?
No harm.
Here we go. Shit.
Are you trying to get caught on purpose?
Not trying to. Trying to do the sneak. Apparently distract only works on one guard at a time. Where's out? Where am I going? In there? Did I miss the door? Probably.
What was that? Didn't see anything. Bug
Crap.
process.
No harm done.
Okay, what was that about traps in the way? I'm not Varric, I can't see those. Oh, like that.
It's never as easy as it seems, is it?
I swear I didn't know. There must be some sort of switch.
Talk and talismans activate the floor switches in this room simultaneously to progress. Left click on a character's portrait and left click on the character directly to switch party members now. Was that right? Well, I guess you don't have all the switches anymore. Why would you have a puzzle like this in a cage? I don't understand what I did. One goes in there. And I heard something move. Unless it's just broken? I don't know. Aha. Can I not click on these? There we go.
Where did the Duke even get all these? This one doesn't even rhyme. Didn't know you could do that.
Okay, there we go. And now we're into the vault.
Something wrong?
I don't know. Yes.
Don't fret, my dear.
I see the party's moved indoors.
It's not over yet.
But it is over. I knew who you were the moment you arrived. Assassin.
Assassin? I knew it.
You did?
Have you met my friends? All of them are crazy, and most of them are killers.
Clever man. Have you also deduced that your elven friend is Kunari?
You're Kunari?
It's complicated.
Everyone's got to have a job, don't they?
My, she chose you well, didn't she?
Look, I came to stop the Heart from doing something we will all regret. He didn't. Leave him out of this.
And waste all the effort I spent luring you here before the Heart's arrival? Don't be foolish.
Ase hasatra mas.
Mas havas trasokolon. Take them away.
Am I supposed to know what that means?
The elf was Kunari.
And the dwarf has no beard. I know, it made no sense to me either. Maybe they cut her horns off.
The Kunari are not a race. They are a religion. What I don't understand is why a Kunari agent would try to kill one of her own people. And why involve the champion?
Excellent questions.
I expect answers to match.
I live to please.
I have a question. When the Duke told you what I was, you said you didn't care. Was that true?
I would have said he couldn't compare to your awesomeness, but that might have seemed petty.
I am sorry. This didn't work out like I'd planned. Obviously.
What was your plan exactly?
The one I expected to find is named Salit, a member of the Ben Hasrath, the Heart of the Many. I was told he's here to sell secrets to the Orlesians, and I came to stop him. I suppose I was misinformed.
You mentioned the Heart of the Many before, but you said it was the name of the jewel.
It's also what Ben Hasrath means. Some people say we're enforcers, that keep the Kunari in line, but that's not it. It's hard to explain.
Try.
We're the soul of the Kun. We keep its spirit alive and protect it, from both outside and from within. Not every Kunari agrees, nor do they always do what is best for all. The Ben Hasrath remind us of our common goal.
You make them seem almost peaceful.
It's not always meant to end in violence. There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. I probably don't sound very convincing.
The way you're talking, it sounds like you're one of these Ben Hasrath.
I am. Or I was. Whether I ever am again, I guess that remains to be seen.
Is that why you're here? To redeem yourself?
Not to them. Doubt is the path one walks to reach faith. To leave the path is to embrace blindness and abandon hope.
Another Kunari proverb?
She who swallows wisdom in tiny chunks avoids choking.
So you came here to stop this Salit from betraying your people?
You probably won't believe me, but this isn't a political mission. It's personal.
What do you mean?
Salit was my best Rathari, the one who recruited me into the Ben Hasrath. My tutor. He's the one who saw my potential, convinced me that I could make a difference. It doesn't matter now.
But you said he was selling secrets.
He is. Or at least he intends to. One last act of defiance. I can't let him do that. Not when he'll hurt so many others in the process.
You mean he'll hurt other Kunari?
Not every Kunari is a soldier, you know. There are tens of thousands of farmers, artisans, craftsmen. People who have never hurt anyone. People whose only crime is living. They don't deserve what he's going to do to them. But it's more than my duty to stop Salit. It is my moral obligation.
So, did you really involve me just because I had an invitation?
You were the only one on the invitation list who wasn't a personal friend of the Montfort family. And you're also the champion of Kirkwall, and a Ferelden with no reason to love Orlais.
And what was going to happen when all this was over?
I thank you. We go our separate ways.
So I just fell off the Ferelden turnip card. Is that it?
Truth? You're not exactly what I was expecting. I've heard a few stories about you. They don't quite do you justice. Perhaps if I'd done my homework, I would have known more about you. Given you the respect you deserve. Nothing I could do about it now.
I suppose the good news is, with all this extra time, I can learn to knit.
Could you make me a sweater?
No.
The first order of business is getting out of here before His Grace decides we would taste good in the soup. Or whatever he has planned. Any ideas?
Oh, I'm sure the others will be along any minute now.
How many blighted rooms does this place have?
We've passed that sconce 3 times already.
This is ridiculous. How could you get us lost inside the castle?
Right. It's my fault. Shall I go ask one of the guards for directions?
That's it. I'm officially tired of waiting to be rescued.
Why didn't you just do that before?
You said your friends were coming.
Thank the Maker.
Are we not going to talk about that she looks
right,
small enough
love.
to get between the bars herself?
Let's get out of here.
So, back through the castle, then?
There's a better way than fighting through the Duke's entire army. I'll show you.
We found your equipment, at least.
Then we should head for the caves. That's the way out I planned to take us through originally. Unless you want to carve your way out.
Anyone can just jump through these bars. Look at this.
We'll see.
Just watch yourself, Tallis.
It's up to you which way you want to go, Hawk. I'll help you either way.
I probably should have been listening to that. So, yay, jailbreak. Anders and Aveline finally showed up. So we're going to call the episode here and get on with the actual jailbreak in the next episode. It's a lot of a very dialogue-heavy episode, this one. I like the stealth missions. It's a good change up from the murder hobo NPCs we've been coming across in Dragon Age 2. I also like Tallis' backstory, and getting to learn a little bit more about a different side of the Kunari than, you know, the warmongering army civilization that we've seen from them before. Also, there's some things that don't quite make sense from what Sten told us in Dragon Age 1, but maybe we'll talk about those later. As far as, you know, gender roles and people's place in the Kunari. I don't know. So until then, my name's been Tocho. Remember to leave a like if you like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye!